What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room. I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by OG Tony, Big Glenn, and Justin Terrell. I figured hell the way the pre-show went. I figured
Here we go.
I'm doing good, man. It sounds like we're gonna have to try Justin Terrell in the freaking jar and shit, you know?
Yeah. We see where this show's gonna be off for a weekend and then come back to hell.
I don't know if it's gonna be chaos for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Most definitely. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. We're back here with Gonzo's Sports Room here on a Tuesday. We had a real good
try on Tuesday. Shit.
Yeah, we had a real good Gonzo's Wrestling Room yesterday. That was a real good show. So check it out. It was a good show. Well, guys, let's jump into it. Let's talk a little NCAA basketball, men's and women's. Chris, what'd you think? I mean, did things go? I know we did get a big upset with Duke getting beat. I don't know if it's a big upset, but it was a great comeback. I mean, after UConn getting so far down, and a freshman from UConn that played here in Indiana, played at Greenfield, hit a great shot. Duke kind of blew that game, honestly. But what'd you think of that game? Let's start with it. UConn and Duke.
UConn came out, Duke came out and just looked like they were going to run away with that game in that first half. And then UConn's defense really stepped up in that second half, and they battled back in that game. And then Duke made the big mistake at the end. There was no reason to try to pass the ball. Once you got the ball in bounds, all you got to do is hold it. They had to foul you.
Yeah,
so hold on the ball, let them foul you. Go shoot your free throws. They were trying to advance the ball up. UConn played good defense, got a hand on it, a tip, and then, like you said, Indiana kid Mullins hit that 40-footer, drained it to win the game. He was Mr. Basketball in Indiana last year. He's a freshman on that team.
He's a stud.
Played for Greenfield Central.
Yeah, it was a great shot. Pretty interesting game.
What about the headbutt? What about what they're trying to call a headbutt at the end, where the coach was forehead to forehead with the ref? Everybody see that?
I mean, it wouldn't have.
It wasn't a headbutt, but they were forehead.
It wasn't a headbutt, but he definitely needed to be like fined a little bit. You shouldn't be getting face to face with the ref.
Well, I didn't know what that was about, but then also the one player. Did you guys see that one player for UConn? He ran out on the court and then realized what he did and did a circle, went back. I mean, they could have got tech. I mean,
right.
By the rules, they could have got the tech. I don't think they should have called tech. That's not the first time people's come off the bench celebrating.
I think the refs done the right thing by not calling anything. I mean, a shot goes in with 0.3 in a game like that. There's going to be some people come off the bench.
Yeah.
In that situation.
Like that was the pure definition of March Madness right there. That's what, you know.
Oh, I jumped off the damn. I'm not a fan of either team. I jumped off the couch.
Yeah. Like you, that's
that's
the epitome of March Madness. Like you wanted those last second shots. Like you wanted the opportunity where if Butler makes this shot, they are national champions and they beat Duke. Like you want those opportunities, those one shining moments, and for that Indiana kid to have that moment against a team like Duke, it's awesome.
Oh, that shot will be talked about for
100%, especially if they win.
Just like the Christian Leitner shot. That shot will be referred to all the time, every March.
Yeah, Big Glenn, what'd you think of that game?
Not surprised. UConn seems to have it figured out when it comes to March. I agree with the no call of the player on the court. You know, this Duke being lizard as always. You know, when it comes to that kind of shit, you can't call that in a situation. Yeah, it's one of those things you have to let the game organically play out. And if a ref gets involved and calls a technical foul in that situation, it's going to be shitty.
Yeah, I agree. It might have been a riot if they'd have called that.
It definitely would have been a riot. But at the same time, you you look at it, it's a double-edged sword there. Like, you gotta, if there's something there, you got to call it. If there's not, then you can't call it.
Yeah.
But you also can't let the refs, sway the game one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
So I agree. It was a good no call.
I think if they would have called it, yeah, you would have, like you guys said, there would have been a riot. But what would have really started would have been all the conspiracy people coming out that the tournament is fixed for Duke to win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most definitely.
That would have hit boom, big time.
You would have seen people bet Duke to win next Monday at that point,
I do like that. You got two Big Ten teams in the Final Four.
Yep. On the Big Ten, baby.
Could have had three. I mean, Michigan State battled back and was right there with UConn. Almost beat UConn to get into the.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yeah, there was a lot of good basketball over the weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. And well, Purdue played Arizona tough for the first half, and then fell apart there in the second half. But yeah, guys, we got four really good teams. I would say Arizona. I would. Well, I heard Michigan. I think I heard Michigan was the favorite over Arizona.
Yeah, Michigan was a 1.5 favorite last time I looked.
1.5 favorite. Yeah, 1.5 favorite. How's it going, House?
So, House?
I mean, Michigan hasn't had a game that's. I mean, I think they've won all their games by double digits in the tournament.
I still got Arizona winning by 10 because their rebound is so insanely good. Like, if you could rebound on offense and defensive glass, you're going to go for it.
Well, that's going to be the key. Who gets the rebounds? Michigan's really good too. They got a big up front also, so it should be interesting. It should be a great game.
I think Michigan's going to win, but I think it's going to be a real good game. When Michigan's on, I think they're the best team, and in the tournament so far they've been on. They had that little stumble toward the end of the season when one of their point guards got hurt, but now it seems like they got their continuity back. Their defense, their length on defense is just crazy. But Arizona plays good defense as well. I think this could be it could be a low scoring game just because of both teams' defense. But I favor Michigan a little bit, but I think it's going to be a real good game.
Well, Michigan was the team I picked at the beginning of the season, and then after seeing Arizona play, I picked Arizona for the tournaments in the tournament once the tournament got ready to start. So it should be a great game. Guys, what do you think about the Illinois UConn game? I mean, what are you guys looking at there? I mean, does Illinois have a chance against UConn?
I think Illinois has a real good chance. That game to me is going to come down to the very end. Both Illinois team is good, and then we saw what UConn's capable of, especially when they're on defense. And then they have guys that can shoot the ball. I don't know. It's hard for me to pick that game. I really think it's that close. I think it's going to be a real good game.
I agree with that. I mean, you look at UConn. They love the forced live ball turnovers more. Illinois, they love the slower pace. Illinois also has another Indiana kid. I don't know if you guys know this. He's from it's one of their centers. I can't get the exact name. I'd have to look him up, but he's from Tipton, Indiana.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a forward or a center, but Illinois relies more on the 3-point. So if Illinois can get that 3-point game going, then I think it can put pressure on UConn. But UConn is one hell of a defensive team, and they have the depth in the positions where they needed to, and they know how to perform in the clutch situation. So it's going to be a good matchup. But I still, I honestly think right now we're looking at a UConn championship run.
You think so? You think UConn wins it all?
I think so.
Okay. See, to me, like I said, I picked Arizona. I don't have a dog in the fight. What I would like to see, honestly, as a Big Ten fan, I'm hoping Illinois and Michigan's in the finals. I'm a Big Ten guy, so that's what I'd like to see. It don't make a difference to me.
You guys never noticed that every time that we host the Final Four here in Indy, that it ends up usually being one of the better ones. You know, every time that we hosted it.
Yeah.
Like
Coach K on McAfee said that he thinks that it wouldn't be a bad idea for the Final Four to be in Indianapolis every year.
I agree with that.
He said the setup at Lucas Oil Stadium is one of the best setups there is. Yeah, he was talking real good about Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis on I think it was yesterday's McAfee show.
Yeah,
I mean, and you also look at it too, just down from the stadium and just down from the state museum along the walkway is the Big Ten headquarters.
No,
NCAA headquarters.
Or the NCAA headquarters. So I mean, it makes perfect sense to have that there.
Yeah, he even brought that up as well about their headquarters being in Indianapolis.
Yeah, the infrastructure is there, and it's so easy for all the teams to get around and don't have to worry about nothing.
How cool does it have to be for Mullins that plays for UConn, and then the kid from Tipton that plays for Illinois, that not only you make the Final Four, but you get to come back home and play in the Final Four in front of all your family and friends.
Yeah.
Like how often do you get that opportunity?
Exactly.
Well,
like that's
that could have been Purdue, but they're losers. So
Purdue's
they're not Purdue. They're Purdue.
They're getting this year's Indiana Mr. Basketball. He committed to Purdue
from Mount Vernon.
Yep, the kid from Mount Vernon.
Yep. Yeah, guys. You guys got any different? So you said you think UConn's going to win it, Chris. I think you're going Michigan.
Winning it all. Yeah, I still have Michigan winning it all.
I'm gonna stick with Arizona because that's what I picked at the start of the tournament.
My team, I originally picked.
I'm hoping it's Michigan and Illinois, but I think it's going to be Michigan and UConn.
Okay.
I think it'll be UConn, Illinois, but I think UConn's going to win it. Oh no, yeah. Never mind.
Okay.
UConn, Arizona.
Arizona, UConn. I got Arizona with it. Obviously, I picked two before the tournament started, but the way I saw Arizona play against Purdue, it's kind of like how I picked UCLA to win the women's bracket. I have a hard time seeing Arizona losing at this point.
Yep. Well, you brought it up. Let's talk about the women's bracket.
Yes. I knew Notre Dame was going to get an upset. I was hoping he was going to get two upsets, but Notre Dame took care of business against Vandy on Friday. So
yeah, they did. That's true. One thing I've noticed, guys, and I've said this before in the past years, it's just there's a big difference in the women's programs. There's the top 5 or 6 teams, 7 teams, 8 teams, and then there's a big drop off. It ain't like it is in the men's, and it's just a huge difference. I mean, there are how many men's teams do you think were good enough to win it this year, Chris? What do you think? 12, 13, 14 teams?
Probably, I'd say probably at least 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say 10, no more than 15.
Yeah. The women's though is what?
5. If I'm being generous, it's 5.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to get any better with the NIL because it like NIL is helping the men's, but it's not going. I don't think it's going to help the parity in the women's as much as because there's not as many colleges that spend that kind of money on women's on their women's programs. So that's why it's still going to be probably the same 4 or 5 because that's the big colleges. Because them women's basketball, they're starting to bring in more money now than what it used to.
Yeah,
so that'll start helping. But a lot of them colleges don't have the money. They don't have the money NIL wise to do football, basketball, women's basketball. Yeah. Like you can't spend $50 million on every sport.
No.
I agree, and that's where you look at it. You look at your teams like South Carolina, Texas, UCLA, UConn. I put Tennessee up there. They obviously right now they're running slow. They're on a rebuild year, trying to find their groove. But but when Pat Summitt was there, they were always in the Final Four. They were always in the championship game. You look at Notre Dame, like they were up there at the top. They had some down years, and now they're slowly climbing with their new stars. But you got these top programs like Notre Dame who are independent in football, where they can just bring in money through revenue with the TV at NBC, and that'll help bring in just their NIL deals for football, so they can use all that money strictly for football players while using the money from the donors and sponsors and all that for the NIL deals for other players.
Yeah, guys, Friday is when the Final Four starts, and then they play the championship game, I believe, on Sunday. The first game on Friday is South Carolina and UConn. Chris, who you got now, South Carolina or UConn?
I'm going with UConn. I think UConn's going to win the whole tournament.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. What do you think, Big Glenn?
South Carolina. I need South Carolina to reach the natty to win my bracket, so I'm on South Carolina.
Okay. And what about you, Justin?
I said that UConn was going to double Pete, so I'm going to go UConn.
Okay.
Is Gino the best coach ever?
I think Gino is the best coach ever. Yeah, I honestly do. I mean, you look at what he's done and what the program he's built. I mean, granted, you had one of the best players in college basketball history, and it's probably going to go down as one of the GOATs in WNBA, and Caitlin Clark coming out of Iowa. But like, you look at all the other stars that have grown through some of these programs and through Gino. Like, you got, I believe, you had Paige, but you had that Brianna Stewart, I believe, came from there.
Yep.
Taurasi.
Yep.
You had Taurasi and Bird. I mean, you look at all the legacy that he's already built, but look at the teams that he's had. Now he's in the Final Four undefeated. It has a chance to go through another undefeated season. I think he's done it 1 or 2 times before.
This one stat here made me think he's the best ever. He's coached at UConn 40 years. They've been in the Final Four 25 times. So over half the years that he coached, they've been in the Final Four.
That's pretty much over with.
Like
that's
that's Saban level.
Yeah, I agree. We got Texas and UCLA in the second game. I'm going with UCLA to win that one. I'm going with UCLA and UConn in the finals, and UConn to win it. Big Glenn, who do you think wins Texas, UCLA?
UCLA. Yeah, I'll give you the same answer that I gave for Arizona. I saw them play in person, and they look like the best team in the country.
Okay. Chris, who you taking that game?
I think UCLA is going to beat Texas, but I think UConn's going to beat UCLA in the championship.
And Justin?
I'm going to take UCLA.
And like I said, I had UConn winning it all. Chris got UConn winning it all. I think Justin had UConn win it all. And what you going with, Big Glenn?
Bruins.
You going with UCLA? Okay.
UCLA. Lauren Best, baby. Let's go.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's switch gear and let's talk a little Major League Baseball. Let's start off with our teams, guys. We got me, Chris, and Big Glenn's Reds fans, and Justin's a Cubs fan. The Reds right now are 3-2. The Cubs are 2-2. The Reds lost today, got their ass kicked by the Pirates.
Who was on the mound for that? For Pirates?
Chandler, I believe.
Yeah, their number one prospect.
Yeah.
He pitched pretty good. Yeah, he pitched a no-hitter going into the seventh.
That's pretty damn good. We'll see me guys go with that deep anymore.
Well, I think they took him out in the 6th, but the other it was been a combined no hitter. If it went on,
Chris, let's go to you first. What are you liking about the Reds you've seen so far, and something that maybe you're not liking so much?
So far pitching's been good, other than today, and it was basically just one inning. That second inning,
5 runs.
Williamson just couldn't find the damn strike zone. Then he was so worried about throwing a strike, he threw one right down a 3-run home run, and then after he walked a couple of guys, and then he right after that threw another BP fastball down the middle for another home run. Right there's 4 runs, boom, in the second inning. But other than that, our pitching's been pretty good. Bullpen has looked pretty good, and then other than the day, we've been hitting the ball better than we were a lot better than we did last year. Today we finally got the bats going a little bit in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, but we couldn't get the big hit when we needed it. We had bases loaded three times and got no runs.
Oh man,
They
sounds like the Reds
battled back. I mean, it was 6. They hit. Let's see, Dela Cruz and Stewart went back to back home runs in the 8th inning, made it 6-3. Had bases loaded with 1 out. Had bases loaded with 1 out, and couldn't do nothing. And then top of the 9th, they gave up another home run, a 2-run home run to make it 8-3. But yeah, other than today, I think the Reds played pretty good. But Dela Cruz is going to have to. He hit a home run today, but he wants to start hitting the ball a little bit better. He's only hitting like 200. I know it's early; it's only been 4 games, so that's. But and then other than that, Steer has to get. I think Steer has to get going. But McLean's looked real good. Sal Stewart's been. Hell, he's batting 500, and he had a little bit of off day today, so his average dropped a little bit. Hell, he was batting like 700. There he had a great first series and the first good game yesterday. He had I think at least 1 hit today, but him and McLean have both been hitting the ball real well. But we need a couple of other guys to step, especially from the catcher position. We haven't got no hits out of Stevenson, or actually I think Trevino finally got a hit today, and that'd been our first hit out of the catcher position of the season. So we got to get one of them catchers hitting the ball. But I like the way we were playing. I wish we'd have won today. That way, going against Skeens tomorrow, we'd already had the series won. But hell, Skeens gave up a lot of runs his first start. So you just never know. You just got to get the bats going.
Yeah, I agree. I like what we're doing with the pitching, because I was a little worried with some of the injuries we've had, because we have a couple pitchers out right now.
I think Lodolo's doing a rehab start Wednesday, so he might be back. He might be back in about a week.
Yeah, that would definitely be good news. I agree with you. The pitchings did pretty good. I like what Sal Stewart and McLean's doing, but we got to hit the ball better. We still had a couple games where only 3 or 4 hits. We gotta hit the ball 7, 8, 9 times a game, and gotta get more consistent. We gotta have batting average better than we did last year. So I'm still a little worried about that, but not real worried. I mean, I like what Stewart's doing. Like I said before,
Suarez has came up with some big hits, but it's Suarez. That's what he does. He's going to strike out.
That's what he does. He's not going to hit.
He's came up with some good hits and some big hits. I mean, he only got that 3-run homer the other day to win the game. And then he had at least 1 hit tonight, so he's not been hitting too bad.
Big Glenn, your thought on the Reds?
Looking right now, I see our schedule for April is relatively easy. Besides the Tigers, I want to see how we match up against the Brewers when we play them in June. So. Not much I can say right now, obviously. I want to see how it's Milwaukee, but it sucks that series against them ain't until June. So,
yeah, it's very, very early. And Justin, how you feeling about your Cubs at 2-2 right now?
2-2. We're sitting at 500. It's not too bad. Our batting average is at 255. Not too great. We're slightly high when it comes to strikeouts. other than that, like if we can get the bats swinging like that, we could, would be good. I mean, that's our problem as well. Is we're kind of mid of the team, a mid-tier power team. We're not that big into power, but we're also more situational when it comes to hitting. But yeah, we're above average when it comes to the strikeouts and stuff. So if we can limit our strikeouts and get the bats actually moving, I think we'll be okay. But again, it's four games into the season. They still got 180 or 178 games to go.
Yeah,
So
long way to go.
Well, we got plenty of
Long
baseball
season.
to go.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely long season. So
And if you think about it, usually the pitchers are ahead of the hitters at the beginning of the season.
start. Yep.
So usually the hitting starts picking up a little bit after you get 4 weeks into the season. It seems like the batters start catching up with the pitching.
I agree too.
I did watch my first Dodger game last night and was thrilled that they lost. My wife was home last night, so we watched the Dodgers and they got their ass kicked. So that was great.
I didn't watch none of that. I watched the Reds game last night, and then I didn't watch no other baseball game. I forget what I started watching after that.
You know what that D in the Dodger logo is? That means D for disappointment.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's switch over. Hey, Big Glenn, let's talk a little NASCAR.
Yeah, let's talk about that because my man fucking won on Sunday.
He
Glenn's
did.
fired up.
Yeah.
He said, my fucking man won on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly, man.
My
sounds like-
fucking man.
That sounds like-
my fucking man.
That sounds like one of the fucking voices that Justin was using before the show.
Yeah, it did a little bit.
Hold on.
Don't get him going. Thanks, Chris.
My fucking man.
Yes. But yeah, anyway, doing Hamilton looked like he was going to win, and Alan Gussel's and Chase Elliott's crew chief made a hell of a call by short pitting during the last stage that got him pretty much to the lead, and it was able to keep the distance the rest of the way and stuff, and that was pretty awesome to see that because Chase and Denny at Martinsville hasn't really worked out much for Chase because when Chase's second full season Cup, they was racing in the co-off race at Martinsville, and then he dumped his ass, and he was about to ready to fight on pit road and stuff and everything. So it was good to see him get his win back in that way. So
Yeah, one thing I gotta say, I'm new to NASCAR. Well, I mean, I watched it last couple years, but I'm trying to catch some of every race this year as much as I can. And that's Martinsville's a long fucking race.
it is the better of the two Martinsville races is actually the one in October. So
Okay.
this one is the kind of got a who gives a shit kind of race.
Yeah, big win for your guy. So that was good. I checked it out. Also got to check out some of the IndyCar race. Alex Palou winning that.
That was a surprise.
Yeah. So yeah. Palos is tough, man. It's going to be tough for anybody to take that championship away from him. The way he raced last year and the way he's coming out this year. So
His point lead was so big that, like in the middle of July last year, he could have almost sit out the rest of the year, and he still would have won.
yeah, he went on a run like it was crazy. So yeah, that's our race car stuff. What I'm talking about race car stuff. We'll go ahead and plug it real quick. Tomorrow night, guys, brand new show. It's going to be once a month, the first Wednesday of every month. It's going to be OG Tony and Big Glenn wrestling and racing show. So
Yep, and tomorrow we'll get a little bit more deeper into the NASCAR points after Chase Elliott's win last Sunday.
Yeah, most definitely. That's at 7 p.m. So everybody join us for that, please. We appreciate it. Chris, let's talk a little real American freestyle.
Yeah, it was another good show for Real American Freestyle. They had the rematch of Tzurkian and Paulus. They were two guys that got in the fight after at RAF 06 after the co-main event. Tzurkian punched Paulus while he was down, and they went wrestled this time. Tzurkian beat him. It was a real good match. This was a real good match. Didn't have none of the crybaby shit or and all that shit that happened during the first one. A real good match. Tzurkian got the win there. Then you had Kobe Covington against Dylan Dennis, both former UFC guys. Covington got the win there by tech fall. Then Kyle Dake against Keckheisen. That was a good match. Dake ended up getting the win, but it was that was a good match. Dake ended up winning 7-1, but scored most of the points in the third period. Going to the third period, it was only a 1-point match. Kyle Snyder wrestled. I can't pronounce his damn name. Taz Hundov. He was a Olympic champion, world champion. Beat Snyder twice. Snyder did not beat him, and Snyder beat him this time. It was 3-3 tie, but it goes to criteria, and the criteria was who scored last, and Snyder had scored last, so Snyder won the match. I still think that's the stupidest goddamn rule ever. If a match is tied, go to fucking overtime and let somebody score, take down and win the damn thing.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
But that's freestyle wrestling for you.
Yep.
Then women's championship, champion Blades, dominant tech fall in about 30 seconds into the second round, so in about 2.5 minutes, 1-11-0. Just dominant. But no, it's been. I really like RAF. I've watched all of them but one, and then they got another one coming up next month. I'm gonna watch it. Had a big crowd there live. It seems like it's doing pretty good. I don't know how many people are getting watching on the Fox Nation app. I don't know how the ratings is doing there, but I know at the live event, it's been pretty much. They're not in real big arenas, but they're in decent size arenas, and they're getting as many. They're drawing as many people as AEW's drawing. AEW or more.
For one of their regular shows, they're outdrawing AEW. Not outdrawing AEW at pay-per-view, but the regular Wednesday night Dynamite, they're outdrawing them. Yeah, no doubt about it.
And they got one coming up April 18th, and the main event is Murab Divashili against Henry Cejudo. I'm really looking forward to that. Two UFC guy, former UFC guy. Cejudo's, of course, a Olympic champion in freestyle wrestling. So it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, you got Gable Stevenson.
Yeah, they just announced that Gable Stevenson assigned, and oh god, I know now. I'm gonna forget his name. He's the offensive lineman, Wirfs, offensive lineman for Tampa Bay. I think is it Tristan Wirfs?
That sounds right.
But he is going to wrestle. He's going to wrestle in the RAF match against that guy. Damn it, I'm trying to think of his name. The one that upset Gable Stevenson.
Okay.
Hendrickson.
Okay.
Hendrickson's going to wrestle that Wirfs at an RAF. I don't know if it's going to be the one in April or if it's going to be maybe in May, but Wirfs came out after Hendrickson's match. He was because it was in Tampa. He was there watching, and Hendrickson challenged him, and he said that the Bucks was okay with it. So it sounded like it's going to happen. So that'd be pretty cool. Wirfs was a wrestler before he got into football. I remember he was I know at least a one-time high school state champion, but I'm thinking maybe multiple times. And of course, he went to college to play football, and then he's been in the NFL. But
I think the smart thing they've done, Chris, is bringing guys like that. You know, a Tampa Bay guy or UFC guys, bringing these guys in. People may not know them as wrestlers, even though they wrestled before, but they know
their name.
Yes, very smart what they're doing. I know Bischoff's had something to do with that and the TV production. I think they're doing a really good job. So I'm excited.
It started at 8 o'clock. It started at 8 o'clock. They had 11 matches, and it was over by 10. It was over by 10 after 11. It barely went over 3 hours. Like, that's not bad, like at all.
I wish they could get a better network like Fox Sports. Even Fox, if they get on Fox Sports 1, That would be awesome. ESPN too. So even that would be.
Yeah.
So hopefully maybe they can move up the ranks with that. So, guys, I got a little.
I enjoy watching it. I'm hoping they come back around here because they done the one in Indianapolis, but I couldn't go to that one.
Yeah.
Because I'd already had something planned that day. But I'm hoping they come back or somewhere. It don't have to be in Indy, somewhere close to go to. 'Cause I would love to go to an event.
Yeah. Hey, Columbus. Ohio State. That'd be awesome. Guys, let's do a little true or not true. I've got 3 questions, and then I kind of got some I'm gonna add on to one of them. Actually, the first one.
All right.
Okay, guys, Hogan versus Andre, WrestleMania 3. That just got going to be put in the Hall of Fame. That match is. But my question is, true or not true? That is the most important match of all time.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. That was one of the greatest matches of all time. That was the cornerstone of Hulkamania, brother.
Was that Hogan or Macho Man or a combination of both?
I think it was a combination of both.
It's both. Okay. Justin, what do you think? Is that the most important? I'm not saying the greatest match because there's been better matches, but most important match. What do you think? True or not true?
I think at that time, yes, it was definitely one of the most important moments and one of the most iconic moments in wrestling. I think that's kind of what launched the popularity because you had the iconic Andre the Giant, who was the 8th wonder of the earth. I don't know if he was, the 8th wonder of the world or whatever they want to call him. He was, larger than life. And then you put everything that Hulk Hogan was doing and everything he was standing for. It was the perfect match. And for Andre to pass the torch, because if you read up on Andre didn't lose unless he let you. He didn't care what the booker said or anything like that. You had to earn that. You had to earn his respect and had to earn those wins against him. So I did. I thought it was I think it was the most iconic moment in wrestling history.
Yeah, I think it's true. I think it's the most important match because after coming out of WrestleMania 1 into 2, which 2 was really a failure. 2 wasn't what they wanted it to be. And WrestleMania 3, 1 was a huge success. 2 was not. 3 needed to be. And then, to have that big match and sell all those tickets and everybody's seen it. I think it's the most important wrestling. I don't know what other match you'd say is more important. Maybe you guys. I was going to ask you guys that if there's another match, what would you say it would be? But let's go to Chris first. True or not true about DeAndre Hogan?
I'm going to say not true. I agree with Justin. I think it's probably might be the most iconic match. But I think the most important match would be the main event of WrestleMania 1 because Vince had put everything into WrestleMania. If WrestleMania wasn't a success, he was going out of business. I think important wise, you'd do that, but I think the Andre Hogan is way more iconic.
I think. Well, I agree and I disagree with at the same time. I see what you're saying. You're making a good point. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just that, he got over the hump and started, but then 2 did like this. If 3 don't happen,
that's true.
I don't know what happens. What happens to the business? So it's tough. Big Glenn, what do you think? True or not true?
I'm going true. I shared some of the pictures and stuff today in the group chat and stuff about how massive the crowds were, coming into the Silverdome and shit. Most important match in wrestling history, obviously.
Okay, now, this is not true or not true, but if you had to pick, Chris already said he thinks possibly the main event or WrestleMania 1. Maybe possibly that main event, that tag team match. It was huge. I mean, you had Mr. T there who made it huge. Mr. T was at peak, one of the biggest stars on TV, most definitely. So if you had to pick another match that is more important, what would it be? Chris already kind of named one. Chris, if you got another one, you can say.
My other one would be Stone Cold Steve Austin against Mr. McMahon, because that's kind of what propelled the Attitude Era and saved helped WWE beat WCW was Vince turning heel.
I got a match.
I
Like
can see
now,
that.
you know, I mean, like now, don't get me wrong, Vince wasn't the best in the ring, but for like how important and what it meant to the business, I think you'd have to put that right up there.
I got a match that goes along with that a little bit, but go ahead, Justin.
I would almost say Macho Man and Steamboat. The reason why I say that is because the match that they put on and the outcome of that match really propelled the smaller guys to get opportunities to be world champion. I mean, you looked at WrestleMania 1, 2, and 3. You had Hogan, you had the big guys, but then once you started seeing the matches that Macho Man and Steamboat could have, that's when you started seeing Brett getting the WWE championship. That's when you started seeing Flair and all, the smaller guys started getting the opportunities in the WWE because of that match right there.
Okay. Big Glenn, what about you? If you had to pick another match.
If I had to pick another match, I probably wouldn't go with WrestleMania 1's main event. I would actually go with one that happened on my birthday in 1997, and that would be the Montreal Screwjob.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say the Montreal Screwjob, because that's what the next Monday Night Raw, I believe, was the next one, when Vince really became a heel. When he said Brett screwed Brett. He didn't screw Brett. Brett screwed. And that's what lost with Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that propelled, obviously, the Vince McMahon Stone Cold stuff that took place a few months later. Yeah. But WWE at the time was having not so good houses and stuff. There was, and I guess if you remember correctly, during the Monday Night War documentary that released about 22 years ago, I think it's almost say in 2004 it came out, that they were probably pretty close to going under at that point in the middle of 97. So
okay. Yep. Yeah, I think that could definitely be considered as one of the most important matches. I kind of agree with that, definitely. Okay, guys, my next question is, true or not true? Cleopatra lived closer in time to the moon landing than the construction of the Great Pyramids. True or not
Tommy.
true?
How's it going, Tommy Gage?
Hey, Tommy Gage. Chris.
What was the question? I did not hear.
Okay, here we go. I'll repeat it. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the moon landing than the construction of the Great Pyramids. True or not true?
I'm going to say not true.
Okay. So, Big Lynn?
Not true. I had to think about that one for a second because how it was worded. I'm going to say not true.
Okay. Justin?
Okay. I'm thinking, so I need you to re-say it one more time.
Okay. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the moon landing, the first moon landing, that we did, than the construction of the Great Pyramids.
I feel like the Great Pyramids were already built when Cleopatra came around. So I got to say that's true.
It is true.
Oh,
Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing.
Well, see, it is true because it's Tommy Gage's first wife.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy or not, that's true. She's closer to the moon landing than she was the Great Pyramids.
Huh.
Next, my last question.
What if you don't believe we ever landed on the moon?
Well, then you're an idiot.
Hold on.
You asked.
Chris, hold on. Don't be saying that. Don't be saying that. You'll have people knocking at your door. We landed on the moon.
Okay. Hey, it's the moon's made of cheese. I've seen it on Tom and Jerry before. I completely believe that. Okay.
So that's Swiss cheese or
I
American cheese.
mean, when I shave my ass, it
Hamburger.
looks like a moon in a crater.
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
Okay, guys. The tradition of the Christmas tree originated in Germany. True or not true, Justin?
I'm gonna say not true because isn't Krampus originated in Germany? I don't feel like unless the Krampus, I don't know. I'm gonna
Krampus
say
came
not
out
true.
when being a kid and being a dumbass.
Chris? The tradition of the Christmas tree
This is hurt my fucking
originated in
brain.
Germany.
I'm gonna say not true.
Okay, and Big Lynn.
I'm gonna say true, and I'll tell you why I'm saying true. It's because up in Carmel they got this thing called Christmas Kindelmark. And if you think about the name itself, it's German.
It is true. It was originated in Germany.
Glenn is kicking our ass.
Wow. I
That was my
know.
last question.
We are
I
terrible
knew
at
he was
this.
right when he had a reason. Like he was confident.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
tell
he
you
was
why.
I
confident.
know. His pecker was high and everything. He was like, I got this. And where you and I, we sit there and say, not true. And it's like,
Straight up and down, it was good.
Well, guys, that's all we've got for tonight.
yeah.
Please
That's all we got.
tune in
'cause
to-
I suck.
Don't forget tomorrow. We have the hot seat with OG Tony and the gang. Guys, I need questions from all of us. I thought the show last week was fantastic. Please tune in. I think you'll enjoy it. Hopefully, Billy Buzz will tune in tomorrow night because he really enjoyed that show. So we'll be back tomorrow night. Don't forget about the racing and wrestling. Right there it is, guys. OG
There it
Tony
is.
and Big Lynn.
Yeah,
7 p.m. tomorrow. Also, I'll plug House and them because Big Lynn's going to be on House's show tomorrow around 6:15, something around that time. The ECW watch along show. So definitely check that out. Check out Big Lynn on there and House. They do fantastic work. Hey, check out their page. They got some real good interviews on there right now that they did at the Squared Circle Expo. So check that out. They've been putting that stuff out. And I think you enjoy that. House and them great guys. Everybody over there just super guys. So
I tried to go on Friday to Square Circle Expo, and that plane. As soon as I got there, because of all the people that was there, those planes went out the window. Had to go on the fly.
All right, yo. Appreciate everybody watching. Everybody have a great night and go Reds.
Please hit that
Oh,
subscribe button.
God damn it.
Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo'S Sports Room, and we will see you guys.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.